Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Misha. I'm a 33-year-old mum living in London, and I talk all things personal finance, self-improvement, etc. Did that on one breath. Whew. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about the 12 things that I am no longer buying to save me money. I love watching these videos and getting inspired by them because other people mention things that I would never have thought of. So without any further ado, here are the 12 things I'm no longer buying to save me money. The first one I don't see anyone talking about, and it's very niche, but it is tinned coconut milk. Stay with me. If you use coconut milk in your cooking, you need to get on to the coconut bars. It's like creamed coconut, and 1 bar is the equivalent of 2 tins of coconut milk. 1 bar is like £1, and coconut milk tins, what are they, like 140, 170 a can? So for like £3.40 versus £1, plus you are not shipping the water with the creamed coconut. So there's like a massive environmental benefit to that as well. A lot of the time, frugality and sustainability go together, which is just the best. Number 2 is kitchen towels. Kitchen towels are so expensive, especially like Bounty and like name branded kitchen towels. I just can't imagine buying something like that to throw away. We just use tons of tea towels. I get through like 3 or 4 tea towels a day. I saw this study that like tea towels have the most bacteria in your house. That's because people don't wash them often enough. I get through loads because I just put them through the wash all the time. Staying in the kitchen theme, although I promise they're not all about kitchens, is single-use appliances. I don't buy anything in the kitchen that only has one use, except perhaps a garlic crusher. My personal nemesis when it comes to kitchen appliances is the Ninja Creamy. It's so pointless. Like, who is eating that much ice cream that they need a machine to do it? You can make like banana and ice cream in a blender, just any blender. But yeah, unless you're like a budding chef that's experimenting with new ice cream flavors, but even then you would just get like an ice cream maker, like the ones that you freeze. I don't know, I just hate Ninja Creamies. Another one I think is really pointless is SodaStream, probably because I don't drink sparkling water, and that's the only time where I feel like it would be economical. If you have to buy the flavors, you're already like buying loads of plastic, and the flavors are so expensive. So unless you're like a huge sparkling water drinker, SodaStreams I also think are very pointless. Next up, to talk about something on the complete other end of the spectrum, is alcohol and cigarettes, and or vapes if you're that way inclined. I quit drinking about 3 years ago, and I can't remember if I quit drinking or smoking first, but for me they go hand in hand. If I were to have a large glass of Sauvignon Blanc, you best believe that I would probably want a cigarette too. That was my dirty past. But yes, I no longer drink or smoke at all, and I can only begin to imagine how much money it has saved me. And then on the flip side, I can only begin to imagine how much money I spent in my 20s on booze. I can safely say I probably drank a house deposit during my time at uni, but anyways, no more. I don't buy alcohol or cigarettes or vapes. Another thing I used to buy in my teens, which I no longer do, is fast fashion. I like to buy investment pieces that are gonna last me a long time, or if I have some kind of like a themed party where I have to wear something like that, I would always get it on Vinted or eBay and buy it secondhand. Bonus one, sort of related, I never buy anything that says hand wash only. I like to buy things that I know will fit my life, and if you can't go in the washing machine, then you're just not gonna work for me, you know? Obviously, fast fashion has a terrible impact on the environment as well, and there's so many like other ethical benefits to not buying fast fashion, but it does also save you money not chasing trends and buying clothes that wear out quickly. Another thing I have never bought and will never buy is a new car. Everyone knows as soon as you pull a car off the forecourt, you lose money. So yeah, I would never buy a new car. Another lifestyle choice I make that saves me a lot of money is that I do not eat meat. I was vegan for like 7 years, and then when I got pregnant I went back to being vegetarian, and I've been vegetarian since, so I don't even know how many years that is that I haven't eaten meat. My partner is Eastern European and he is a big meat eater, so I do still know the price of meat because sometimes I buy meat for him and cook it for him because he's gonna buy it anyways. Anyway, but when I'm just shopping for myself, eating out, etc., I don't buy meat, and that definitely saves me money. Staying on the food theme, we no longer buy takeaway pizzas. We weren't huge takeaway people, but we were impartial to a cheeky Domino's or Papa John's from time to time, which, as you know, are very expensive. And on top of that, we would always just feel so gross after eating them. Like the next day, I'd feel so dehydrated from all the salt I had consumed. We are now onto these deep dish pizzas that I saw a TikToker talking about. They're like £1.75 from Tesco's. We can keep them in the freezer, so if we're feeling really lazy and it's a time when we would have got a takeaway, we can have those. Obviously, in an ideal world, we would never eat unhealthy food ever, but it's better to be prepared so that you have a £1.75 option than a £30 option. A very random one is scented candles and like general TK Maxx fare. I used to buy a lot of scented candles before I had a baby, but I just don't find the time to burn them now. Even when he's not here in the day, I'm paranoid I'm going to leave them on. Even after he's gone to bed at night, I feel like I don't have that much time in the evening to light them. Two kind of connected ones are lunch for the office and soft drinks when I'm out and about. Alternatively, I'll add like a £2.90 bowl soulful pot to the grocery shop, and that is still really satiating and healthy, but cheaper. And yeah, soft drinks on days out, they always used to get me. I am still impartial to a takeaway coffee. I'm sorry, I love getting coffees out and about. That is like my one big vice, my little treat. But I add to our food shop some like nice soft drinks like Diet Coke, or I'm really into this Purdy's at the moment, and I take one of those for my afternoon treat in the office, or if I'm going out with my baby, I'll pack it in his lunchbox but for me. And that will save me like £3.50 when I'm out and about. The price of a can of Coke in like these bougie places, I mean not even bougie places, like if you go to a museum, the price of a can of Coke is extortionate, so it is great to always have one in my nappy bag. And the last thing that I never buy in general is any large purchase impulsively. I have a little wish list in the Notes app on my phone, and I add things to it, and things have to be on there for a minimum of a month before I will buy them. Right now on my wish list are two different jumpers from Adnola, which are thankfully both sold out, so I can't buy them anyway, and some new Adidas trainers. They are what is on my current wish list on my phone, so yeah. So that was everything I'm no longer buying to save myself money. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.